Okay, I immediately called Joe to get over here to do our legitimate first reaction of Batman v Superman Comic-Con trailer. I barred him from watching it until he got over here.
I was tempted, but I was like, all right, I'll hurry up over and watch it.
Okay, so this is legitimately our first reaction. We're going to try not to talk during it, and we'll give you our thoughts after it. This is exciting, but nerve-wracking at the same time. I hear it's good, but we'll see. We'll see. Okay, here we go.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Am I getting sound?
Today is a day for truth.
Superman, yeah!
The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for.
Oh, he's going to court. It is
Power
Batman v
is very
Superman.
dangerous.
Whoa. They put Batman in it. You weren't there, Batman!
Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
That's how it
I had to pause. Holds him responsible for saving the whole fucking Earth. Moving on.
starts. The fever. The rage that turns good men cruel.
This Bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror.
You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
Clark.
This means something. It's all some people have. It's all that gives them hope.
People hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it. You don't owe this world a thing. You never did.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? The devils don't come from hell beneath us. They come from the sky.
20 years in Gotham. How many good guys are left? How many stayed that way?
He has the power to wipe out the entire human race.
Oh, shit.
And we have to destroy him.
What?
You're gonna go
Oh,
to war.
shit. I knew it! I fucking knew it!
He is not our enemy.
Black and blue. God versus man.
Whatever! Whatever! You didn't get out of that.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
Holy shit! That. Alright. I'm gonna.
Gave me chills.
Okay,
Gave
this
me
was
chills.
a much better trailer, I must say.
Way better.
Way better. Golly.
Still not too sold on Lex, though.
No.
Like,
I don't know.
More-
They're
a little bit
going
more,
for the
getting more
whole
convinced.
young Lex thing. He
Yeah.
has hair. Is he gonna lose his hair by the end? I know what it's gonna be. He's gonna lose his hair due to the cancer from exposure to the kryptonite. Okay, there's just so much to go through here. I'm overloaded. These first reactions are at the mercy of things that we notice right now. So we begin essentially with
right here, illegal aliens.
yeah!
I saw that. I was like,
All Mexicans around
God
the world
hates
love
aliens.
that. I'm Puerto Rican. I don't have to worry about it because I am a U.S. citizen. All right, no, but I was born in Austin. Anyway, so God hates aliens. That's hilarious. This is so good, and I like that they're approaching this in the way that. Okay, let me get rid of this. I like that they're approaching this in a realistic way.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that they're approaching this in a realistic way, where it's like, how would the world really react to, you know, an alien
you get all those people that are
and
afraid.
Superman?
Be like,
Exactly.
This guy, if you don't know what he's capable of.
Yeah, you got one faction that worships him, one faction that hates him and thinks he's the Antichrist. I'm surprised I didn't see Antichrist in here somewhere. I'm sure it's in there.
Needs to know what happened.
And it's so cool that Superman, I guess he voluntarily goes to court in order to answer for you know the destruction of Metropolis, which, in my opinion, is really the saving of the entire Earth. But I knew Zack Snyder had a plan. Everybody gave him shit for how much destruction in there, and all of you people look so foolish, so short-sighted, constantly bitching, and somehow saying that makes the Superman movie lessened or worse. No, it was a part of the plan to create this world, and he's showing that here in this movie. This movie is a direct sequel to Man of Steel. I would have preferred it to be Man of Steel 2, but they need to rush to compete with Marvel. We've already talked about that. So it is a direct continuation from Man of Steel. All the events that happen in Man of Steel. I hate, and I was wondering how they were gonna deal with this. Where the fuck was Batman this whole time? Why didn't he put on his damn suit and go try to fight Zod? He would have got his ass killed. Zod would have killed Bruce if he dare showed his face in that fight. And the only person to stop Zod at that time was Superman. And he did it in the way he knew how. Clark was thrown in without any experience, without having full mastery of his powers, up against people that are as powerful as him and with military training. The least that could have happened was some of that collateral damage. It could have been way worse.
He killed one of his kids.
So, this does a great job of showing all the destruction from the perspective of Batman and motivating him, making him angry. That reminds me of the 9/11, and that's probably what they're going for. Look, he's super pissed. He's like, you know, he finds this kid who probably lost their family in there. So he's super pissed. He doesn't care that it's Superman and Zod. He's pissed at everybody. I get that. That's good in setting up Batman's motivation. But I always thought that Batman, and I think that the one bad thing that's going to be in this film, and they're leading towards it, the Batman is a fucking idiot. He's either gonna get manipulated. Oh man, I'm gonna get so much hate for saying that in the comments. Well, whatever. Hold on. Hear me out. He's gonna get manipulated by Lex Luthor, or he's going to assume that everybody that worships Superman is Superman's lackey, and Superman is guilty by association, even though they're not his associates. And Batman is the world's greatest detective. He wouldn't jump to those types of conclusions. So I think in this universe's Batman probably makes a mistake. If Batman goes on the offensive after Superman, to me it's going to look like Batman is a foolish character in the movie. So we'll have to see how they motivate.
Let the record show that this committee holds him responsible.
Okay, so we're coming over here, Zack Snyder. This is the Wayne Manor, I would assume, and basically I think he's given up being Batman, and I can clearly tell that later on that's probably because Robin died, and you know he's done with his superhero type of days.
That's how it starts.
You let your family die. Wayne Tower devastated. Dozens killed. So Wayne Tower was destroyed in this. I guess Wayne Tower was in Metropolis. I don't know, I guess, whatever. Anyway, so apparently your family, maybe, you know, the people that work under you, how could you do that, you know, and just further adding to his anger. It's just so obvious. Okay, cool. How do you think he looks as Bruce Wayne, by the way, as an aged Bruce Wayne? Do you buy that as Bruce Wayne?
Yes, actually I do.
Yeah?
Better than previous ones.
George Clooney?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I'm actually buying this a little bit more.
Yeah, I like his gray hair. Look, he's training back up. He's like, okay, I got to take up the mantle because people have died. And it fits in with Batman's whole vengeance thing, okay? Stupid.
Cruel.
I was surprised at how young he looks here. You know, this type of Alfred, I didn't expect him to look so young. He almost looks slightly older than Bruce Wayne. I expected him to be much older. So that's interesting. I can't wait for his performance as Alfred. I think he's going to be like a Batman's rock, but I hope he doesn't push Batman to attack Superman. We'll have to see.
This Bat vigilante.
Okay, and so
like
I like the angle that Batman is doing his thing again. That's probably from a flashback. And Superman or Clark Kent is the one who's researching this other hero, because maybe he's thinking to himself, maybe there are others out there like me, and Batman has gotten a lot of attention in Gotham. So that is so clever to have Clark Kent researching the Batman.
Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
That's foreshadowing.
Yes, I was like, yeah,
we want Superman to take on Batman instead of Clark Kent. There's Amy Adams as Lois Lane. You could tell they're still in this relationship, and that's good. They just went right. She obviously knows who he is. Well, we don't know that she knows who he is, but I think we do know, because towards the end of the first one, you weren't quite clear if you knew she knew, but it looks it looks
all
like
some people have.
We'll see.
It's all that gives them hope.
So Superman, symbol of hope. I love this. This thing, I hate the whole Jesus imagery. I'm not into that whole religious theory about Superman, but I understand where people get it. It's logical.
People hate what they don't understand. Be their hero, Clark. Be their angel. Be their...
Mexicans love Superman! That's evidence. Day of the Dead. Oh no! Superman saves him.
Or be none of it.
So awesome. Dude, the dude is so fucking buff. Like, this is... I wish I could look like this.
You don't know this world a thing.
Now people are gonna give her shit. I can already see all the comments. People are gonna give her shit. Just like they gave Father Kent shit over you don't save the bus, you know, as well, you know, maybe they did that. They're gonna give her shit over it now. And they've made the Kents a lot less sympathetic towards humanity.
What was trashing their son? Right? They were trashing. You should be like, you know what? Fuck them.
Fuck them. They don't deserve your help. But
Exactly.
I bet you the line's taken out of context, and she really is just giving him motivation, saying you don't owe it, but be that hero for them. You know, be better. Be better than what everybody is saying that you are. So I'm still all like it. And just that this scene here tells me Superman's not going to be a bad guy in this film.
Oh.
You can already tell this because he's talking with his family, getting advice from his mother. A bad guy doesn't do that. I was worried that they would villainize
He's showing
Superman.
up to court. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. He's
exactly.
showing up to court.
Exactly.
Or did.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator?
Still not sold. But
Okay, we're still not sold on the hairy Lex Luthor, who is super young in a social media empire. But I'll tell you what, I am a little sick of Lex Luthor as the whole, you know, just wanting real estate and land, and you know, oh, let's break off fucking California and I'll make it my own. You know, I'm kind of tired of that Lex Luthor. I was hoping more closer to comics Lex Luthor rather than doing the social media type of thing, which is kind of a new Lex we haven't seen all that much before. I think it sort of dates the film. It's gonna date it because it was MySpace is not around anymore. Facebook and
AOL chat.
We'll have to see where he made his money, but I'm pretty sure it has to do with the younger digital age.
Senator, the devils don't come from hell beneath us.
So this is super interesting here. This is Lex Luthor, and he's like literally almost petting Superman. I don't know. Is Superman surrendering here? Is he just realizing that he's being affected by kryptonite?
I think so, because in later
what is
scene
happening
you'll see him.
here?
You'll see him look at
They come from the sky.
And this looks like Mercy, possibly, who is Lex Luthor's assistant, who in the animated series can kick ass. I don't know that if this is true, but I'm just assuming. Okay, here I think what's happening is this is Lex Zod's dead body. possibly with the armor, or maybe Lex found the armor already. I think that the way they figure out Superman's weakness is having to do something with the armor. But no, we saw an actual green rock.
Yeah.
I don't like that they brought Krypton. Okay, so there's obviously he's in the movie, at least temporarily, makes a cameo or whatnot. There's Robin, I assume. And those boots are sort of green, right? Yeah, that's...
Yeah, what does it say? I was trying to see. Some Joker...
Ha ha ha, joke is on you, Batman, I think.
How many good guys are left?
Yeah.
See how many
good guys are left. Okay, Robin's definitely dead. Part of the reason why Batman hang up the cowl. Okay, here we have Wonder Woman. Let me see if I can get a good shot of her. Okay.
This is
everybody knows. Everybody knows how I feel on Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, and I will tell you already that, you know, it's been many months now that, you know, I've been complaining about her, and everybody else in the world is like, no, I like her now, rather than, you know, I don't think she could do the role, blah blah blah. And that's great, that's fine. And what I'm going to tell you right now is I'm going to give her a chance at the role. But I'm leaning towards the fact that, you know, she doesn't have as much experience. She doesn't look the role. She's not built for the role. And she's got a very thick accent. I don't know how they're going to put all these things together. If they do it and she nails the part, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, Gal Gadot nailed Wonder Woman. Okay? We'll see. But it's just the fact that they're jamming in Wonder Woman into this story. What are they going to give her a backstory here? You know, they feel like they're jamming her in, but this is going to be her cameo for her. Her movie is coming out in 2017, so she'll get her own. We'll have to see how it's handled, how she's handled here. But what I'm most concerned about is she's going to be a love interest. This is what would bother me the most. If Batman starts flirting with her, which I'm already getting that vibe that Batman and Wonder Woman are going to have a thing.
Think so? Which one gave you? Go ahead.
Batman and Wonder Woman are going to have a thing in this film. I guarantee you. They're going to be flirting. Now, it may never ever come to fruition. Obviously, it's not going to come to fruition in this movie, but I hope they don't do that plot line throughout the Justice League movies, because I don't like the whole Batman and Wonder Woman relationship. I don't. I think it's stupid and dumb. But this universe is ripe for it, because, you know, Robin's dead, Batman's lonely. You know, maybe Catwoman's dead too. Who knows? So I don't know. I would hate that. I gotta say, here she looks deceptively, you know, more buff than normal. But this could be the shoulder pad she's wearing, because, you know, women have those nice shoulder pads, and her arms look a little buffer than normal. I will say something about Gal Gadot. Her facial features do remind me of Wonder Woman, resemble Wonder Woman.
I'm gonna stay that way. He has the power.
Okay, so I was the first one to, well, not first one, just this was, I said it, and my observation that I gave to Joe, that these guys are bad guys. They worship Superman. They're trying to do an injustice vibe here. You know, Superman's a bad guy, but he's not a bad guy. This is literally, they worship him. He's coming here to see what the fuck is going on. Stop doing this in my name. And that is what set off Batman. And we get confirmation of that here. So I guess Gordon is dead too, because Batman is messing around with his life by himself. I think a combination of Gordon dying, Robin dying, possibly Catwoman dying would make Batman quit. And Superman is the only thing that can bring Batman back.
It's like everybody he loves is dying. He's like, there's no point.
I just realized this. Superman is responsible for Batman's return. Yes. Without Superman, we wouldn't get Batman back. Okay.
I'm gonna have to destroy him.
What did he say? I'm gonna have to destroy him.
I'm gonna have to destroy him. I'm gonna have to destroy him.
Yeah, so Batman has made a terrible error here. He's not the solid detective if he comes to the conclusion that I'm gonna have to destroy him.
Blind rage, maybe.
I mean, we're not 100% certain that's Ben Affleck's voice, but I feel like it is. So we'll see. And they show Ben Affleck. But of course, they've got to do. There's some movie-isms here. They have to set up this big battle, right?
Yeah.
So we have the probably this is Kryptonite. maybe the discovery of kryptonite, do you think, underwater? Or I don't know. Then we've got a cowboy movie.
Yes, again, that's...
Oh, shit. Hopefully this thing wasn't too loud. Okay. So let's try to do this. Okay, we're going across. This is the death of Bruce's parents. That's a nice cameo there. Boom. Father dies, mother dies. I suppose that's the Batwing. Maybe. Okay. Gal Gadot.
Getting checked out.
She is super skinny.
She's
Still,
getting
I was
checked out,
hoping
though.
that she was what?
She's getting checked out.
That ass. Yeah, that's right. I mean, she only looks like Wonder Woman from right here. That's just in my opinion. We'll see. We'll see. So, okay, now we get to see Wonder Woman in action. So this is our one Wonder Woman action scene.
No,
why is she fighting?
There's another one. You'll
There?
see a better shot. No,
Okay.
there's another one. Further
What
along.
the hell was that? She looks.
She's
I don't know her
blocking-
face.
she's
I don't
blocking
buy her
something.
performances.
Like a missile.
It looks like she fires something from
No,
her.
she has to be blocking because that's what
She's
she
blocking?
blocks.
Yeah, well, it looked more like she was firing. Okay, you got Batman here. This is a really, this is amazing design work.
Yeah.
This Batman, I want that action figure right now. So they did a fucking fantastic job of that. He's in some sort of desert gear. He looks so badass. I mean, that should be the next Batman game right there. Fucking post-apocalyptic Batman. See, and here's confirmation of what happens. You've got indiscriminate firing by Superman's forces or forces that worship Superman. So, of course, Batman is super pissed. This is going to be... That alone, to me, looks like price of admission right there. Okay, you got Batmobile. More kicking ass of Superman's forces. He's like, what? Bitch, what? That's gonna...
These are my people.
I'm gonna use this as a meme. Man, what'd you say? I'm fucking Superman. Wait, what'd you say? What'd you say, Alfred?
He's not our enemy.
He's not our enemy.
He is not our enemy.
So he's the voice of reason.
Woo! Just as we said towards the beginning of the video, I hope he didn't set Batman vs Superman. Alfred, I love
Voice
you, bro.
of reason,
Voice
amazing.
of reason. This is setting up to be a lot
Nobody
better.
listens to the cops.
You got Lex Corp over here.
Slow down. He's like, fuck it.
Okay, there's lots of bullets, destruction. I think that this essentially is Lex manipulating the situation, getting Superman's forces to attack him. He's probably bankrolling Superman's army, right? His fake army. Then he gets the fake army to commit crimes, attack himself. Attack himself and use it as a reason. Look, this is why Superman's bad. So he's walking through his own destruction here. He's like, yeah, I could use this. And I have no idea where this comes from. I really didn't want to see this in the movie. I liked the theories that Superman's weakness is somehow tied to... the atmosphere kind of thing. I just didn't like the kryptonite idea. It's too much of a crutch for writers, and they always abuse it. But I liked how Batman's armor should be made up of the same material from Zod's battle armor. I think that's what Bruce. I think that's Bruce's discovery. He finds Zod's armor in order to be able to fight Superman on equal level. Because no Earth material is going to be able to stop Superman's punch or anything like that. So I think that's coming. But I just don't. I didn't want kryptonite to be a part of it. Okay, so you got a nice little action scene here.
Oh, this got hurt.
Almost looks like RoboCop there. Robo Batman.
Look, see, here's the other.
Okay, she looks great here. Now, I'm starting to get convinced.
See?
Okay, hold on.
You just have to see some more.
I'll
right?
see the performance that she's gonna do. I mean, so she's in battle. Everybody's gonna look awesome in a Zack Snyder battle scene. He's really good at directing battle scenes.
No, but just saying, what do you think about her?
Okay, no, I buy her. I buy her right there.
Thicker, as opposed to the other picture you saw.
Yeah, well, you're right. Okay, well, we'll see. We'll see. But I just... I love Wonder Woman so much.
You just want justice.
I just want justice.
Dawn of justice.
She's my third favorite superhero and superhero period. Batman, Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. And I know people say I'm lying about the Batman thing. I'm not. I just love Superman, and Batman fans are just a different type of fan. That's why I talk a lot about Batman's. You know, it's more the fandom that I have a problem with rather than Batman himself. So. She looks great here. I really was hoping for a little more color, you know. But I can tell that it's blue. I can tell that it's blue. I'm glad to see she does have her lasso. I was wondering whether they were going to say, well, her lasso's too corny, let's not use it. But I'm glad it's there. I don't know if it still does the same truth mechanic where it's like, tell me the truth. You know, we'll see. Who the fuck is she fighting? That's the question here. Because...
It's a pretty epic battle.
I have talked with some people, Joe. You were there, right? Well, no. I have talked with some people who claim to know other people who claim to know other people who say...
Me too. I don't know if it's true or not.
Who say Doomsday is in the film.
That's what I've heard.
And they're fighting Doomsday. Because think about it. Who is going to be able to throw Wonder Woman around like that? Superman is the only one that could do it. And Superman certainly isn't going to throw Wonder Woman around like that. He, you know, unless she attacks him first. This has to be, and I would be devastated. Everything's looking good, and then when I mention Doomsday, I'm like, no. Because you need to save Doomsday for, you know, an arc later on in the standalone Superman films. Okay, here comes. Well, they're trying to make it seem as they're cutting it together. Yeah, make it seem like Superman's out of control.
Fighting each other.
No, this is Superman fighting Batman, right? Right. Boom.
See, no, it can't be.
Okay, number one, Batman is not the speed of light. So if he already fired his laser. Somebody make a gif of Batman disintegrating right here, please.
But I think it's a different scene, because look at this one and look at it's nighttime over there.
That Batman is so interesting. We've not seen a Batman like that. The logo is really huge. Not sure if I'm a fan of that, but we'll see. Boom.
I guess so.
Day versus night. So you can see Lex is just reveling in it, you know? He's the one that's...
Great time.
He's the one that kind of set it up, I think, when they start fighting. And Joe, does that... I mean, look at how fucking badass this is. He is... You do not want to piss off Superman.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
Does that... Well, it just means Superman only? I mean, who else has a red cape? Nobody else has a red cape. I mean, Flash wears a red suit, but, you know, that line, I don't like it. He should have said something else. The superheroes are coming. You know, because that mocks it more. You know what I mean? That's a stupid line.
It's badass right here.
That's so cool. It's like, fuck your toys, Bruce.
I'm digging it, though. I really like Ben, though.
Yeah, okay. So I made a video a long time ago where I was like, Ben Affleck, but that was an overreaction because Ben does have the acting chops, Ben does have the directing chops, and he was based in comics. And he has lots of comic knowledge. Loves them just as much as his friend Kevin Smith.
Big guy too.
That was a little bit of an overreaction on my part. However, I disagree that my disappointment in hearing about this new type of Lex, Gal Gadot, because Gal Gadot doesn't have the acting chops or the same resume as Ben has had, and she doesn't have the same understanding of the Wonder Woman comics character. Now it can be told to her, and I'm sure she's doing her research, and we'll see how much she likes the lore. But she's talking about, like, you know, things that I don't know. So we'll have to see how she does there. Yeah. So while I think I retract what I originally said, like, Affleck, really? No, I buy Affleck now. Affleck has sort of earned it. And now the jury's out on Lex Luthor. The jury is out on Gal Gadot.
Yeah, still not too convinced, obviously, about Lex.
Yeah, so those are the two ones that we hope will
grow on us, maybe.
Will grow on us. Will put together great performances and convince us. This looks like it's in Gotham. You see Gotham City gas here. Interesting. Okay.
That's standoff.
All right. Way to bring it.
Yes.
Way to bring it for the third one. That's gonna put a lot of people, a lot of criticism.
That's what sells tickets.
That's what sells tickets. And you know what? This
I already got my seat.
What is this? Little hidden links here.
That's weird.
Instagram and Twitter is all it is. I do buy so like I'm saying, this is the cast, right? Who do you not buy here? Well, I'm saying what? Let's see these two look out of place.
I say not so much. I say obviously.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
That's the one.
Yeah,
Joe, I think is in Wonder Woman's corner now. I mean, what do you think? Are you still? What do you think?
I was never against her.
Never against her. Okay,
No.
Joe was never against her. He was willing to give her a shot straight from the beginning. Who is this?
That was
Joker.
I was against Jesse, so I'm still not too convinced yet, though.
Okay, on the new Lex Luthor. Okay, we'll see.
Hey, Legos!
Yeah, I gotta say this suit is so fucking badass. It is so badass, and the bat suit is great. Which is good. You need to have, and she looks great here because it's got like lots of color to
Yeah,
it.
it's got more color there.
I like color. That video that said that Man of Steel was too dark, even though they kind of doctored it a little bit, they still have a point. And I just wish that these movies were a little bit lighter. You're never gonna have that same tone that the Marvel movies have, where there's jokes and stuff. They're taking this shit super serious, and I wish there was just a little bit more comedy in it. But I don't know. They're taking a different take. So. Those are our first initial impressions. I'm sure I missed all sorts of really hidden Easter eggs in there and stuff, and maybe we'll do a follow-up or whatever. So from this, I was feeling like this film was going to be a disaster, and I'm feeling better about everything else except for the villain. Who is going to be the villain? Because it's not Lex Luthor throwing all those people around.
No
It's
way.
not going to be a whole movie of Batman vs Superman and Wonder Woman punching
his robot
people.
Suit. Maybe he's got his suit on.
No, that little kid. That look even.
Hey, his suit gives him powers. Come on.
I
don't know.
I hear it's.
But I heard
I hear it's Doomsday, and that
that
to me would be unacceptable because you're taking a character that's so integral to Superman's storyline, and you're treating him as a throwaway character. And you've already kind of, when you do Doomsday and Superman doesn't die, it doesn't work. It just doesn't work because Doomsday is not really that great of a character. The greatest thing about him is that he can kill Superman.
That's his claim to fame.
Yeah,
Bastard.
right. He's a Kryptonian that has died a billion times, and through pain and learning and adaptation, he becomes the ultimate weapon. So that's the only last piece of the puzzle. We have Gal Gadot, we have Lex Luthor, and we have the ultimate villain. And then once we know those three pieces, we'll know the source. Cyborg, we didn't see it all in this.
Well,
at
yeah,
least I don't think. How they start, oh right, well you got Cyborg, you got Aquaman, possibly a Flash cameo, and I think that all of that will show up towards the end, because I think the way this movie went,
so much.
I heard from my source that the last like 25 minutes, it's like 25 minutes of pure battle, and with the main villain, and then they claim it's Doomsday. But you know, that could just be rumors and conjecture and just people saying like they know shit when they don't really know shit. And then I think that after that occurrence happens, that's when some of these other heroes, you know, reveal themselves. Or fuck, maybe they'll boom tube it, and all of a sudden Darkseid walks out of the boom tube.
Jeez.
And that will set up.
Is a fucking crazy
That would be
cluster.
amazing. Alright, anyway guys, video is super long, but you know, we're mega fans, so we wanted to talk about it.
I can't wait.
Joe can't wait.
We're going to IMAX, not 3D.
Fuck 3D.
No.
No, look, IMAX 3D.
I know. I said not 3D.
I don't know if they'll do IMAX without 3D, Joe.
They have to.
No, they don't, because they want to get the most money from you out of your ticket.
I don't want to see it in 3D.
I don't want to see it in 3D either. All right, we'll see. Especially with a movie that's darker like this. Any movies that are darker in 3D don't work. You need that brightness. Or the nice contrast. Okay, guys. Woo! All right, please tell us your thoughts on the trailer. Did it encourage you? Did it make you feel more depressed or more worrisome for the movie? My final verdict is it's very much encouraging, but there's three unknown quotient factors that we need to fill out. Joe?
I really enjoyed this one. It put me at ease. I'm like, all right, this has great potential right here, and I want to find out who they're fighting. Yeah. And see if Jesse plays good Lex.
And we're like 8 months out, I think. 7 or 8 months, man.
That's a long time.
I know. I don't know why they did that. I want this shit now. All right, guys. We'll see you on the next Angry Joe Show. Bye, guys.